I am coming to you a little bit more because I need your support. We are a nonprofit. I am positioning my dream as a nonprofit. My dream is to dress people in sustainable items, really nice items, things that come from the runway, from red carpeting events, and also clothing boutiques where they sometimes land in the landfill. When boutiques and retailers close, yes, they do these rapid fire type of pricings to drop the price. But then after a while, if no one buys it, it just have to be discarded. And sometimes the discarding can be a little risky to the environment. So I have positioned Runway Recycle to be that outlet. So when closing boutiques happen, we do our best to connect with them, to acquire them, either as sometimes as a consignment, or we try to accept the donations because we do have a 501c3 status. We try to sort through those things, promote them, come up with different creative ways to divert them from the landfills. We promote sustainability in the fashion and wedding industry. And this came about is because as a fashion model, sitting backstage, walking the runway, and even being published in magazines, and you wear these wonderful, unique um, attires and garments and just fascinating things. And I always wondered what happened to those things when the fashion show is over with. If you don't have a buyer, what happens to those things? Many times, fashion designers or brands put them in storage, put them in their garages, put it in their attics. Sometimes it sits in the back of a closet. Sometimes it gets donated to other entities. And then sometimes they land in the landfill. That's where I want to become that gap between what to do with things that don't get sold, or if a brand is, they've circulated their fashion around at various fashion shows, and then, what happens to them? I want to give them a new life. I want to present it in communities where I am, or where our supporters are, and supporters meaning people that purchase items from Runway Recycled. So I just had that idea sitting backstage, like what happens to these things. And so I got really fixated on it, did a little pilot, and tracked down one of the outfits that I personally wore on the runway for New York Fashion Week. There was a buyer in the audience, um, and what I had was the sample size, and so I wanted to find out what happened to that sample size. What happened to that item? Was it reused? Was it, what have you? So that's how Runway Recycled came about, because initially I was just focused on things that came from the runway, things that are showcased on the runway to give emerging and existing designers another platform beyond the runway. So that's where that came from. Then it expanded to um, retailers closing, especially after the pandemic, and just the way the environment is today, and people being more conscious, and then fast fashion pushing like very heavily, where clothing are being produced, new styles are being produced on almost a weekly and daily basis. So it's a lot of fashion out there, and there's some really great things that could not survive. So that's where Runway Recycle became the safe haven for those things. I look to partner with even the Goodwills around, or any other thrift shops that are closing, or you find something that needs a home, let us get it. And that's where Runway Recycle come in. We want to partner with you. We are a 501c3, and if there's things that you say we want to pay it forward to someone else, We do not put a price tag on those things, and we do seek out or find ways to get those donated items that are really earmarked for someone to be able to benefit from it, and we give it to those individuals that fit the bill. Meaning, if you have a need, contact us. We may have something for you. We have, like, for example, prom gowns that was donated. Our goal was to give out 100 gowns. We didn't give out 100 gowns. We still have some left over, and we want to give them to people that will appreciate getting something like that. We also work with people that have donated wedding gowns, and they want to get it to a bride. So we do pay it forward to those that are in need. We are that safe haven. We are sometimes also that other vehicle where some people don't want to use Facebook or afraid to use Facebook Marketplace. And so they work with us and see if they can do some kind of consignment. And then later, if they can't get it sold or we can't get it sold through our platforms, then they donate it. And so it goes into circulation. We do have some items that are just not showroom ready or things that we would want to put on a showroom. So we have some of those things, and so we are now working with designers who will work with us, collaborate with us to upcycle those dead stock items that we have. So that is part of things that we're doing at Runway Recycle. That's why I really valued having a space, because it allowed our shoppers and our customers to be able to come in and fellowship and have the support that they need and get what they need from us. But given that now we are pivoting to become to be a traveling boutique, we still would be able to do that, but we will have to have a little bit more coordination, and we'll probably have to carry a little bit more equipment so that we can fit the needs for our customers. But I just wanted to give you a bit more about why I got into this, how I got into this, and also I just want to lastly share how this is all happening. This is a self-funding, meaning I am paying for it out of pocket. Runway Recycle has its own bank account and etc. It's separate from me, so I put money into that, and to fund my dream. I've always wanted to have a boutique, and I wanted to always be a personal shopper, and I wanted to style women and empower women. That's something that I've always wanted to do, like 13 plus years ago. Not before I was a model, before any of that, and I didn't know how it's going to play out, but that it came to a reality a few years ago. So I've renewed my 501c3 status. So this is my third year, going into my fourth year. And so I'm looking now for strategic partners. I'm looking for ways to finance this so that it can cut the biblical cord for me, financially speaking. I do leverage my profession as an IT cybersecurity professional to finance this. And also, I have a cleaning business that have also funded and purchased the boutiques on wheel and the other van that I have. So that is how all of this is happening. But I'm looking for sponsors. I'm looking for grantors that believe and support. I want to be able to demonstrate in advance using my own funds, using my own sweat equity to show you that this is something that is viable. I'm serious and I need funding. So hence me being on the various social media platforms, and also really putting my face out there because I believe in it. I feel that, I put models to be spokespeople and representatives of Runway Recycle, and I am to a product of it. I am it, and I am financing it. I have paid salaries of individuals on a contracting basis, 1099 on apprentice. I have an apprenticeship. And so I have demonstrated on various ways of how my business model operates. I've produced fashion shows, fashion productions like Black Fashion Week, Black Fashion Week Excellence, also the Bride's Day. So it's a lot of things that I have been producing, and these are self-funded, and that's why I'm on YouTube. I'm on the different platforms with the goal of being monetized so that it can be a self money making machine, versus me being the machine financing it and other things. So I wanted to be able to get the right type of financing that it needs so it can make its mark, and continue on the path. My ultimate goal, I wish that I can have a runway recycle in various cities and states and also in different continents. So I have big, lofty dreams, but my finances are what they are. So we're operating based upon how I can handle it while I take care of my entire life. So, full transparency, and I just wanted to share that with you for anyone that's listening. So, thank you for being here. Please support the channel. Please subscribe because it helps. And when we're able to get to 50, then I can do live sessions, and be more collaborative with you. So thank you so much for supporting and helping me thus far. I appreciate the 30 plus people that have subscribed and liked and shared and remixed the video. So thank you so much. I appreciate everyone for all that you do. Every little bit helps, and it doesn't cost you a dime to press the subscribe button, press the like button, or even share. I will be putting some content out there. If there's particular topics you want to know about, that will help me with the content. Right now, I'm just winging it because I didn't think I'll be doing this. So here I am, putting myself out there. So thank you so much. I appreciate it.